Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. It's going all right, man. How are you?
Good, good, I'm good. So, welcome to my show. This is gonna be the first episode.
Good to be here.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just turn off this sound here a second. It's messing me up. There we go. Like, have you done anything like this? Like, or
No, I've never been interviewed for anything. Oh wait, I did have a brief interview on American Idol. That's it.
oh, really?
Yeah, I made it through a couple rounds, but didn't make it to TV because I didn't make the cut. There's thousands of people that I.
Holy crap, man! What was that like? Like the process of that?
It was honestly awesome because I'm part of something called the Karaoke World Championships that got me a front of the line pass because I made it so far. And they gave me a front of the line pass to American Idol, so I got to skip thousands of people and just go straight to the front.
So that's how it works over at American Idol. Call it process of elimination, I guess.
Yeah, when there's other singing competitions that are already like weeding out competitors, then sometimes they have connections and they're able to put them through faster than.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Neither did I until I happened, and now American Idol keeps inviting me back every year to skip
Holy crap, man. So,
until I'm 28.
did you get to meet like the judges and stuff, or
Nope, you have to go through like 9 different producers before they even let you on TV to meet the judge.
9 producers? Wow,
Yeah, 9 like producers that are under the judges, and
cool.
they're just like random people without like a major name.
Where was that located at? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
For sure. The first year that I did it was in Bellevue,
Hmm.
and then this recent year I had to go all the way to Spokane, and it was an amazing road trip with my girlfriend.
That's awesome, man.
I'm from Washington State. I'm on the West Coast.
I see.
Where are you from?
Oh, where I'm from? I'm from Iowa.
Nice. That's pretty close by.
Yeah, it's you transferred server, right?
Yes, I came from the Gravula server, which I had been on since day.
Since day one, yeah. Actually, when Classic came out, my friends and I created characters there, like Grabulous. And the thing was, the queue time was just unbearable, man. And
To like 30 to 60 minutes sometimes.
yeah, so a friend of mine was level 10 already, and I was like at least like level 6 or 5. And we just decided, we were like, dude, this is taking too long to log in. It's like, can we transfer? Or can we create another character in a different realm? Well, he wanted like a pure RP server, and we wanted PvP server. So luckily there's a combination, but he was still kind of skeptical on joining any PvP server because the ganking and all the stuff, he didn't want to deal with it. But kind of convinced him, it's get to do the same. It's gonna be PvP, so it's gonna be heavily, pretty much like war everywhere, which is kind of pretty cool unless you're on the losing side. Doesn't really care about PvP that much, but it kind of
Mm-hmm.
sounded like it would be fun for us since we're all friends, and so we
And
just
that way, since you already know each other, you can communicate better and like put a group together and actually get something done. Whereas PvPing against other people one on one is pretty challenging.
yeah, definitely, man. This right
I've
now,
been PvPing in Theramore, Isle, and Menifil Harbor all day.
what's your rank right now,
Just sergeant,
Sergeant?
rank
Okay.
3.
Yeah. Well, this coming week, Blizzard decided to put up the BG on the 10th, so it's gonna
I'm
be
pretty excited about that because I really like the battleground.
me too. it's a one way to relieve your stress when you want to fight Alliance, and instead of trying to find them all over Azeroth
For sure. I'm killing a 60 warrior
right now. Nice.
and he's down. He was a knight lieutenant.
Holy crap! How much? How many honors that?
He was worth 274.
Jeez, that's a lot.
It's going up. I can't wait to see what like a rank 14 might be worth, but a rank 14 is probably indestructible.
I saw like a video. It's like some 600 something honor points, or maybe like 500 for a rank 14.
Wow.
Yep. So that's pretty good. Like it has diminishing return. Yeah, yeah. 50% and then 25%, but 50% and it goes to another 50% and then it goes to 0 after the fourth or third kill. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you like Deviate Delight so far?
Deviate Delight so far has been a very nice but very quiet server. I tend to like the busyness of the old server because I'm able to sell more stuff, but honestly I prefer it to be quieter, to be busy.
Right. Yeah, me too. I like busy. Not I mean, well, I like the group finding to be busy, but can't help.
Yes.
Yeah, can't help that. It's was it low to medium population?
Yep, and even the auction house is like low on crafting materials in general. Sometimes there's less than 10 of some.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about that is it's gonna be like a lot of supply and demand. You can sell like stuff that are not supposed that's not supposed to be expensive with a higher price. I've seen them in auction. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yep, Devil Sword sets had been selling for about 150 gold on Grobulus, but then they recently went down to like 100 gold for a whole set. But here they're back up to like 160, 170. So that's been pretty nice for me.
Yeah, man. Do you farm at all? Like which location do you usually farm?
Instead of farming, I try to find good prices on the auction house and use the price differentials to make a profit off of materials versus crafting items.
That's smart. That's how I did it before. When I try to make like a little money here and there, I would do the same thing. Cause part of that I think it's kind of a little boring, but I mean if you want to make money, that's how you do it. Buy stuff from
Yep, and
create.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Through doing that and flipping materials into like Devil Sword sets and Hide of the Wild, I managed to get enough money for my epic mount. But I also filled the entire server with Devil Sword sets, so everybody.
Nice.
So unfortunately, the market for Devil Sword like armor sets on Grobulus is pretty much dead.
Yeah, a friend of mine, I think he was trying to farm a set or just the hide itself. So he just kind of decided to go to the auction house and check out how much per hide is. And they were cheap, man. They're like 5 gold a piece.
Yep, on average, and now it's down to like 350.
And they just bought them and created his gear. So it's like, if it works out for you, that's great.
For sure, and that's pretty much how it's going now. Almost nobody's buying anymore, so I have to find something else to sell. That's why my priest alt on here is going to be a alchemist with like some flask recipes and elixir of the monk.
Sure, man.
It'll be smaller like increments of money, but hopefully it'll be.
So, where did your name come from, Doomscream?
It was actually the name of a guy on my old server, and I thought it was so cool that when I moved over here, it flagged me for a rename.
Yeah.
So I went with that.
Oh, I see. Huh? That always.
And people keep making jokes about it because it can sound inappropriate. But that's not the worst thing. One sec, gotta take out a hunter.
All right, that's fine. Do what you good.
I've got a buddy here named Zoe helping me kill things. He's also a 6.
I'm in the shimmering flats, trying to. I've died so many times here, man. Trying to level my rogue.
Oh, Shimmering Flats is a deadly zone.
Yeah, I'm surprised no alliances here. Like I've seen one or two alliance here, but they're high level, so I just kind of stayed stealth and didn't want to mess with them.
For sure. That's the nice thing about being a Trudor rogue, so you can pick your battles. And on Grobulus, like, every few feet there was another alliance that was just waiting to kill you. I swear, I died like 150 times while leveling.
Sure, man.
PvP is crazy.
It is. That's part of it too, which is I love. Like it's the ridiculous amount of time that you run back and forth to your body whenever you die. It might look insane to some people who hasn't played this game, or by just looking at it, it's like, why are you running? It's like, why are you dead and running? It's like, oh, I gotta go to my body and resurrect. I'm not saying that it devalues the game, but I understand, like, it would be kind of boring to run to your body whenever you die. Why can't you just be resurrected in one area and be alive like other games out there?
That's why it's best to be like a warrior with a priest friend who's on with you all the time and constantly just have somebody to heal you. But unfortunately, playing as a 60 rogue, you're on your own a lot, and especially if somebody tries to 2v1 you, you're just down for the count.
Yeah, definitely, man.
But yeah, I love this server so far, and I found a really good guild to be with. It's very.
Oh, what's your guild?
The guild's name is Dynasty, and it's run by a mage named Jad. It's the H-A-D.
I've heard you guys before. I've seen you guys around.
And they're a very nice guild, and I've had nothing but good experiences with them so far.
That's awesome.
I joined them when I switched to the server on Wednesday, and we downed Ragnaros my first night.
Oh, nice.
And it was awesome. And they were the server first to get Ragnaros their first night and first.
Yeah. Did you play vanilla?
Actually, yes, I did. I played all the way back in 2006.
What's your original server?
Steam Wheel Cartel, back in 2006, and then Burning Crusade came out in 2007, January 16th.
Oh, cool, man. Yep.
I was a level 42 hunter, and I death ran all the way out to the Blasted Lands just so I could see the opening of the portal.
Yeah.
It was quite the adventure.
That's pretty cool, man. I had the hunter as well in Argent Dawn. And
Feign Death is overpowered, man.
yeah, the thing about Argent Dawn was we had a rival server. If I don't know if you've heard about this, but we had a rival server. They're BlackRock. What they would do whenever their server is down, they would create little gnomes and go to Ironforge and spam yells, chats, whatever they can do. They would spam BlackRock is down, BlackRock is down, with their little gnomes characters running around Ironforge. And
that's obnoxious, but I like it.
Yeah, that's the most hilarious thing that ever happened in Argent Dawn. When Argent Dawn was down too, we would create characters, just orcs and trolls, and we would run through Orgrimmar, and we would do the same thing. I think BlackRock started it first, so props to them.
Nice. And you guys were like competing against each other for world first achievements before achievements came out.
Um, I don't remember that part, but I think I don't even know where this like start like when it started. It just we just saw it happening one time, and then after that, it's been kind of a thing.
Nice. That's a fun community quirk.
I mean, I didn't really think a lot of it back then. It was fun, but I didn't think it was like, oh, what a great community. Now I'm like kind of reminiscing and how like awesome that was. I mean, the vanilla is not gonna be the same as classic, obviously. You know, we can all agree to that. But some of the stuff that's happening in classic also is kind of ridiculous and really good too. Like with all the PvP, world PvP going on, and the drama. And my friend created this guild. We were, you know, the idea was, you know, to kind of raid as friends and recruit. Kind of realized how much work you had to do. It's becoming like a job where you're like not even enjoying the game anymore.
Definitely. Sorry, definitely.
And part of that is I think he wasn't like feeling the idea. A lot of people were like, at first they were excited, you know, just like, oh, I can't wait to do molten core, I can't wait to world PvP. But a lot of people kind of stopped playing midway. We had a couple of players that were like almost 60s and never got on. They haven't been on ever since 2 3 months now. And we had about two 60s that left, and we still tried to recruit, you know, because like we wanted to try it. And I'm starting to sense where it was kind of getting ridiculous. Like I mentioned, I don't really want to do this looking for people all the time. I just want to play the game. So I stopped doing that. And at the same time, my my friend, he, I guess he pretty much quit, and I end up leaving the guild with with my other friend. So when you transferred server, uh, did you just transfer by yourself, or did you have friends that transferred with you, or?
I transferred all by myself. I saw that there was only 1 day left to transfer for free, and I was like, well, I guess there's no better time to do it than now. So I gave it a shot.
Yeah, that's I'm glad you did, because it's a perfect timing too. It's
It's almost, I bet the server's gonna get more busy as more content comes out.
definitely, and I wanted to create this content because this podcast because the quality of the players in here is like it's kind of awesome. I mean, it's not a lot. You'd remember things mostly than having to remember all the names that you come across in a high populated realm. It's almost like it's a cross realm, but I'd still choose the high populated than being a cross realm. Whatever you feel
Yeah, and
like doing,
classic,
you know.
because of the lack of cross realm stuff, I've met and made friends with entire communities and people that I leveled up with from level one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well,
Granted, they're all gone now, but like I'm in a fresh world and it's okay.
sure.
One thing I noticed coming to this server is that people over here, since the server is newer, people are less geared and have less experience with molten. And I was actually the top DPS of my new guild when it came to Ragnaros. I even have a screen.
Oh, cool, man. So you guys
It was a
actually,
very
when did you down rag?
their first time was 2 Wednesdays ago, and their most recent time was this last Wednesday.
I see.
And I came out on top, which was a very proud moment for me because I'm like on my old server in my old guild.
Yeah,
I was usually like number 8 or number 9 in damage, but here I was number 1 like the whole night, even on trash and stuff.
that's cool, man. I mean, those. How many mages did you have?
The mages weren't even like near the top for the most part, but we had like 5 or 6.
Oh, I see. They're supposed to be on like the, top 5 or just.
They usually were, but a lot of times all the rogues were in the top DPS.
I see. I've
Because
Yeah, I have not downed rag yet on my main, and my whole goal is to actually just raid with my friend. It doesn't even matter like if I get gears or not. Maybe like one or one each raid run. I mean, I'd be happy enough to if I get like one gear per in 2 weeks or something like that.
yeah,
But
in 2 months of raiding, I've only gotten 2 pieces of gear so far,
oh wow, yeah,
and that's every week.
it's fun, man. I mean, I'm sure that I would enjoy it as much if my friend raided in retail, and if I got to raid with him in retail. But it doesn't have the same feeling when you raid in classic. It's just
Not at all.
it's
Raiding in retail feels like just put together like a roller coaster ride where it doesn't take personal involvement to do anything.
hmm.
But when it comes to classic raiding, every single position matters.
Yeah. So it's BG's gonna be like your main focus when it comes out.
No, my main focus is really raiding. I just want to get fully geared. I will do BGs because I want to get Bloodguard eventually,
Sure.
and I want to get into that officer's barracks. But like, I'm not going to let it interfere with like my personal life or my real life
Sure.
to the best of my ability.
Definitely. That's
That being said, I love this game a lot.
yeah, me too. It's I could you could say that I'm addicted to this game because my friend like teases me a lot with this just to get on my nerve. He just whispers me addicted, and sometimes I would get mad at him, ignore him for a day.
I have had those moments.
Yeah, but at the same time, he plays the same amount of time than me, even more than me. It's just his thing. Kind of taking it personally before I shouldn't even like get mad because like he's my friend, so it's part of that's kind of went past me. So
I get that. I just found out that there's 4 people from my guild on the same boat as me, just killing all the
no way.
5 people. Yeah, Glarm, Sephir, Krugrod, our rogue class leader, Teradar, a hunter named Tigard, and then me. And like I was already camping the Menethil Harbor to Theramore Isle boat, and then I found 4 or 5 of my guildies on it.
That's cool, man. Somebody posted on my guild's Discord and that they were camping on the boat. They're actually helping people kill campers, alliance campers on the boat. Cause I got camped on that a couple of times. They would just gank me. I don't know if you know this, but let's say you get into a boat. If they kill you before it zones out, and then you zone out,
You resurrect.
you resurrect. Yep. So you knew about that. And
Oh yeah, I've gotten double kills a lot.
sure.
Sometimes I've gotten my body lost on the.
Oh yeah. Is that possible? Like it's
Where it's like I can't get off the boat unless I spear it.
yeah, and was the character unstuck? Would that work?
Oh, not literally stuck on the boat, just like somebody's camping my body the entire time. And like every time I res, they'll just. So my only option is to spirit res.
Yeah, you think the world PvP is gonna stop? I mean, not stop, but settle down a little bit once BG come out.
I feel like it'll be cut in about half.
Something.
It's like there's some people that prefer world PvP,
Oh sure,
but
for sure.
battlegrounds are reliable and constant.
Yeah, people need that consistency of honor farming. So just running around trying to find the lines where they can't find the lines.
Yeah, here in the Menethil to Theramore boat, like because it's their best way to get to Onyxia, there's plenty of people that are. I bet there's some people there's plenty of people actually that have rage quit simply because of the amount of world PvP and how hard it is to move around sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even Asmongold, the most famous classic WoW streamer out there,
Hmm.
he was almost gonna quit.
I follow him once in a while. I just watched this video about this guy was trying to convince him to come back and just like, we need you,
Yeah,
Asman.
that was Punk Rat. Punk Rat's one of the other famous streamers, and he made a video inspiring Asmon to stay in the game and keep playing
Oh,
because he's a leader. He leads 12 guilds full of 500 people.
yeah, that's crazy, man.
How do even? I can't even fathom it. I can't even fathom running one.
One guild, yeah. Yeah, like what I mentioned, like my friend created one, and he made me one of the officer, and like I don't want to be the officer.
Because we have to have like full-time jobs, right? It's
Yeah,
hard to maintain that kind of focus when you have to have a full-time job.
yeah,
There's some people that are on like disability or welfare or like government systems like in other countries that allow you to have that much time to play WoW full time. But like in order to get rank 14, for example, you have to play 18 hours a day, 7 days a week for 3 months,
yeah, definitely. And on top of
constantly doing PvP.
yeah, on top of that, nobody can do the same thing that you're doing because if another person is trying to rank, it's like none of you
Then
both.
you have to compete against each
Yep,
other in
compete
order to
against
get
each other.
that rank. Yeah.
Yep. So it's
In
like
order to be high warlord, you have to be like the number one person on the server out of every.
yep, definitely. And there's only a few percent of people that can get into rank 14 as far as I understand. Like
And
it's not possible to have like hundreds of people have rank 14. Do you know anything about that?
not quite. So far, the honor system is rather convoluted.
Sure, yeah. The problems right now too on top of that is the honor. Blizzard is having like a problem with their honor distribution per week.
Yep, and they have to fix it.
People need the rank, man. How long do you have still? I mean, I'm kind of enjoying talking to you.
For sure. I'm going to be leaving in about maybe 20 minutes to go to karaoke with my girlfriend because we're both singers.
Oh, cool, man. What type of music do you usually sing to?
I tend to sing like Sinatra, Elvis, crooning stuff, and then my favorite bands are like Muse and Radiohead, so I enjoy singing them as well.
Oh, awesome, man. That's pretty cool. It's quite interesting so far. I mean, I can. It's been kind of fun listening to you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's been fun to listen to you too. I always enjoy talking about this.
I've been kind of getting the hang of it a little bit, but still, I kind of get silly and nervous when I'm kind of doing this kind of stuff. And I just want to get that out of my system, and I want to get used to that. Let myself, yeah, get used to talking to people, just especially when the pressure comes. Usually, when nothing, if nothing's recording, I'd be fine. Like I don't have this mentality. It was like, oh, I'm being recorded. You know, it's like what's going on. I feel nervous. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not being recorded, it's like sometimes I would sense that when I'm even if I'm recording, it would just come naturally. I think that's part of my problem. I think about it too much, and I would get kind of panicky. And I wanna fix that. I wanna just practice and make myself better in doing that.
For sure. It takes a long time to get over stage fright. I finally got over.
Yeah, that's good for you, dude. You sound good. Like sounds like you've done this before.
Oh, cool. That gives me a lot of hope for my future in radio.
Yeah, is that something that you kind of looking to do or?
I'd be up for it if that opportunity arose, but I'm just playing the patient card and waiting for things to pan out.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's smart. Just it's worry about the present now and just plan ahead.
For sure.
And
Well,
are you going to school for it or?
I'm not going to take out student loans, but I do have 77 credits in college
Oh
that I paid for out of. So someday I'm going to finish a degree and like go back to school, and I'm definitely going to go to school for music because it's my biggest passion in life. I've been a musician since I was 7 years old and
man,
didn't even know I could sing until I was 23.
yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, you mentioned Frank Sinatra, and I'm a big fan of fan Sinatra, and not
Of Sinatra. Yes.
not not like a hardcore fan, but I love his music, the way he sings. It's just I wish a lot of people still wrote like that, and how he sings, and
Can do Sinatra really well, in my opinion.
is the one and only. Of course, you can't really compete to that. If you have to if people tried kind of mimic him, and I've heard a couple of guys kind of mimic him, and it's not the same. And
For sure. Neither is mine, but like I'm my own type of crooner.
oh yeah, I mean it's awesome. I love that. I love seeing or hearing people sing. Probably have your own style of singing, and probably have a lot of that have to do with that, with your what influenced you and all the artists that you listen to and stuff like that.
For sure. I'm definitely heavily influenced by because they're my favorite band.
Cool, man.
Who's your favorite artist?
Well, I've been listening to a lot of I've listened to a lot of Beatles. I know it's cliche, but it's as far as
Beatles are never cliche. They're legendary for a reason.
the reason why I like him is their composition of music, like the way they write their riffs and the way they. I tried to learn, I learned a couple of songs that I thought was gonna be easy, and kind of underestimated them. And I sat down, looked at it, I was like, this song is hard, man. The song yesterday.
Yes, and I've even done a cover of Sinatra's cover of that song.
Oh, cool, man. Anyway, if you look at do you play guitar or any instrument?
I started playing instruments when I was 7, and I picked up the flute.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've studied music theory like in depth, and I've used that knowledge of music theory to pick up and play a major scale on over 16 different instruments.
Oh, cool, man. That's impressive.
Whatever I can get my hands on, because I just love being able to play music. So I can play like something pretty on a lot of different instruments. I just don't know actually,
Sure, man.
because every instrument's like honestly its own unique soul or its own unique person.
Yeah.
Because every single instrument has a different. Even like one trumpet and another trumpet will have a totally different.
Sure, yeah. That's completely different, but like you said, like the music theory behind it, you just gotta know what you gotta understand it in order for you to just kind of grab it and just mess with it. You don't even have to know how to play the instrument. You just have to know the theory, and well, I guess you have to know a little bit, because I mentioned yesterday that song. If you play that on the guitar and sing it at the same time, it's hard. Part of that is what I like about playing Beatles song. It's that part that it's hard to play and sing it at the same time, and it makes it good.
For sure. There's a lot of chord changes in that song too. I can imagine playing it on the guitar would.
Yeah, I think I didn't get used to that for like I think a couple of months, that when I got everything down pretty much, and part of that half of that month is just playing the guitar part, and half of that is singing it with the guitar. And I noticed that Paul McCartney used a pick throughout the song, and I learned to play with my fingers. Too late. I was like 2 weeks in. I didn't want to mess my flow, so I just kept at it.
For sure, and playing with your fingers is even more difficult than a pick in some ways.
Yes, and I also
I'm a
play.
big fan of finger picking.
Yep, me too. It's my go-to whenever I want to play my classical guitar, and
Nice.
it's nice.
I wish I knew classical guitar.
Yep. So yeah, this is great, man. Cause like I didn't know that you're a musician as well. So it's
Well, cool. Thank you very much.
yes.
And I'm going to use that as my opportunity to head out because I'm going to go out and karaoke with my girlfriend because that's our favorite thing to do.
All right, man. You have a good one.